Lay, I'm right here. What's up?
There goes a homie Chino.
Hey,
Cause he got some Chinese eyes. Look at him. Look at those ojos.
You got Chinese eyes?
Hey.
got the good stuff coming. What's cracking, player?
Got some peyote, huh? You ain't trying to share that.
Nah, it's not peyote, dog.
You trying to share it, huh?
Hey, you know what? What's up, dog?
Bájale.
You're gonna get in on this plant medicine next or what, big dog? Love machine?
He looks a little Chinese to me, Al.
It does look Chinese, huh? That's Chinese crow.
Cambodian, huh?
Órale.
Cambodian,
The
homie.
cool Chinese. Eh?
Cambodian. You're Cambodian.
Hey,
So
Crow,
what's
so
cracking, Crow? Yeah.
we want to know about the ET activities, the extraterrestrial,
The extra testicle.
extraterrestrial activities.
Man, what you got in your brain, big dog? You got some huevos up in the head. Yeah, you want it? Man, dog. Nah, pórtate bien, homie. I fucking, yeah, dog. So you want to know about the plant medicine, the ayahuasca?
Yeah, homeboys, I guess he's curious about what you're doing. I do want to know about the ayahuasca though. Like I want to do that. I want to like I told you, I want to try it.
Yeah. Hey, dog. That stuff, the ayahuasca is a tree that grows in the Amazon, and that tree right there has got some like medicinal DMT, like therapeutic, fucking, you know, like all these like
Okay, how did you get ready to do it? When you did it, how did you prepare?
All right, okay, so when I got into it, I was eating meat, dog. I was eating meat. I was drinking sodas, drinking a gang of fucking energy drinks. Fucking coffee all day, dog. No water, man, home. So it was hard, dog. It was really hard to get into the diet, you know. But
yeah,
you basically got to go into almost a vegan diet. Even worse than being vegan, because you have to like not drink salt, coffee. You can't have sex. You can't jack off. Yeah, Spencer.
Is it like getting ready for a vision quest?
Yeah, dog. It's like getting ready for a vision quest, dog. Where you gotta be clean.
Yeah, you gotta cleanse yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be clean from all the shit that you're doing. You try your best. So when you get ready to do ayahuasca, your stomach, your mind, whatever, your body, everything is clear as much as possible. Because when you drink that ayahuasca, what it does, it goes in, you consume it. You do take it in. You hold it in your stomach, so what it does, dog, it gets in your system. It starts shaking up your bonsai and everything, all the toxic shit that you got in there. And it starts bubbling up, homie. You know, you got the little bubble guts. You start feeling like, ooh, like, okay. And you're holding it in. You can't do much, dog. You gotta just hold it in for the first cup is like 30 minutes to an hour. And then after that, you get another cup. And this cup you try to hold in too. You try to hold it in at least they say 20 to 30 minutes. But,
hey, what do you mean by hold it in? What do you mean by hold it in? Like not go pee, none of that?
Keep it in your system, basically. Like, don't throw it up.
Oh, okay. So make it,
Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna throw up. So you wanna hold it in as much as you can, so that it's in your system. And
hey, but what made you wanna do this though?
Oh, what made me wanna do it, man, dog? Because I was having a lot of pedos, or like I was having a lot of depression. I was having a lot of like just bad luck, bro. Like fucking just no creativity, unable to like just get through shit, you know? Yeah, probably like the depression, you know, like how depression hits you. And I was smoking a lot of weed, dog, thinking like, all right, this will help me out, help me feel better, or like, you know, or fucking energy drink just to feel better. I was even gonna take like medication, dog, to take yeah, you know, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. Fuck that, you know. So that's what made me want to like change up the lifestyle. You know, I'm already like 40 years old, dog, and I was just, you know, I was like ready to just change it up.
Yes, bro.
Literally, dog, change it up. You know,
You're 40, fool?
because I don't know if you vatos ever go through this, dog, or like, you know, when people try to show you love or whatever, and you're just like, fuck that, you know, like you don't want it. I don't
What do
know,
you mean? Like you put yourself away?
Yeah, like you push yourself away, you know.
Hey, do you, are you like that, Tati?
Like, it's like, you're talking about like isolate myself from people?
Yeah, they're trying to show you love, like affection.
Like affection, yeah.
I used to be like, you know, I guess because with my I guess just with family, like with my brothers, I never had that. We never showed each other like love and shit. And we started showing each other love. It was kind of weird. So we're like, I'll just walk away and shit. But
Yeah.
we got,
Okay.
we got over it.
All right. So like shit like that, dog. Like just simple like that. You know, like giving a hug, homie, and like, you know, receiving the damn hug. You know, sometimes you get all
Yeah,
hard and you're like fucking like, nah, Charles, I'm too fucking cholo for that shit. You know, or I'm too cool. You
yeah,
know, like I'm too hard for that. And you know, I went in there, dog, with the ayahuasca, thinking like, all right, this is the next step to take to, like, you know, advance or whatever the fuck. Like it's gonna give me this and this and that. But it actually took away a lot of like the stress and anxiety, the depression, and it took me a while, dog, to get the depression out. But it got rid of a lot of the anxiety, dog, that I had. So I thought I was gonna get all these blessings that but really the truth is that it took away all the bullshit that I was like consumed with, and it helped. And now it's
Yeah.
helping me with my you know, to be able to like get creative, to be able to receive a damn hug or just, you know, like just be cool, dog. Like literally, huh? Like now I did change my diet, though. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like I don't eat meat as like I used to. Probably vegan. I try to be as much. More like I eat fish and shit. I'll eat fish, but I try not to eat it, just because of all the chemicals, you know, that they put into the food nowadays. But the ayahuasca, la neta, it was something more of like a real cleanse of your whole body, dog, your spirit, everything, dog.
Hey,
You know,
okay. So going back to the other thing, though, do you think it has something to do about that? What you said about the affection thing? Because I was like that. I know a lot of homies that came out are like that. That you pull yourself back.
Yeah, dog, absolutely, big dog. Because think about it, big dog. Like I have a lot of little homies, right, from the barrio or whatever. I don't really talk to nobody like that no more. But the homies that I would talk to, dog, and they always come out fucked up. You know how it fucks you up, and it messes with your head. Or you don't trust people. Like I don't trust people, dog. Or I didn't trust people, dog, and it fucks with my relationships, even my friendships, dog, with people. You know, like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I also think because of the way we grew up too, the gangbanging and all that bullshit, like it was just too much, dog. And then
hey,
like,
you know that why shit, you can't trust nobody in there because like you always playing the mind games.
Yeah, exactly, dog.
You know? And you bring that shit out here, like it's true. I'm like that too. Like
yeah, dog.
I really like, you know, I don't know, like I really gotta feel you. You get me?
Exactly,
like
dog.
And even then it's like I always like you just used to having your guards up. That's like, you get me?
Yeah, and then you know how you're always like we talk shit to each other or we bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
In a way, dog, that's normal to us, but in another way, it's kind of like, you know, kind of like it comes with like a little bit of a not negativity, you know, kind of negativity. I'll just say that. Well, you know what I mean? Like we don't mean it. We don't mean to be dicks to each other. That's just what we're used to, right? And I'm not gonna say, I became soft because of ayahuasca or whatever. It's just, you know, some type of effect. Dog, like you just gotta like stop, you know. I mean, we think we gotta be hardcore vatos, you know, like we gotta be hardcore motherfuckers and shit, you know, stuff and shit. But you know, when you have kids, dog, that's when shit changes too. Like you're like start being tested of your emotions and todo. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh hell yeah!
Why do I get angry? Yeah, dog. Like why am I being like cold to my kids or whatever the fuck, or to my parents or to whoever, my brothers? You know, like I feel like the plant medicine, it helps you, dog. It doesn't do the job for you, but it does help you to be able to talk to your, you know, to your family, or even deal with your own pedos, dog. Like your own little and it could be like the dumbest shit, big dog. I swear to God. because I thought I was all messed up about all this crazy shit. And honestly, it just has to do with me, like as I was growing up, dog, I grew up fighting and you know, always in the drama and you know what I mean, and not being able to express or be open, you know, or not be shy or whatever, dog. All that, hey, dog, and it's not even like even YA, like YA was hardcore, dog. But you know, when you're a little kid, dog, like something led you to YA. Like there was a point where you were like, I don't give a fuck, I'm a gangbang or whatever, you know, I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah. So with the ayahuasca, hey, la neta, it showed me, dog, that I was just like a hurt little kid, dog. Like literally, it put me in touch with my inner child, is what it did. So
So how was the trip? Like what, like take us through a trip though.
Okay, so like my first trip, dog, we did it in the mountains, right? In Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta's up north, dog, over there in California, over there up north by fucking by before you get to Oregon. It's like a big ass fucking mountain, dog. It's sick as fuck. It's badass, homie. Badass, dog. Like you can drink the waters that come out of that place. It's fresh. It's dope.
How far? Like 8 hours or what?
It's like 9 hours.
9 hours.
Yeah, so we went, dog. We road tripped it with 4 people. 3 people for me and then 3 other people. And hey, dog, it was a badass experience, dog. I met a bunch of different people from all over the state, and literally, dog, everybody goes there to heal, and you come out of there like embracing each other, you know, because you just went through a cool experience. But my experience was like, homie, I drank my first cup, I drank my second cup, and then I wasn't throwing up. I was looking around like, what's going on? What am I supposed to do? But you're supposed to close your eyes and like meditate, you know, basically let the medicine kind of take you. And I don't know what it was, if I was being too hard or being too stubborn or what, and it wasn't taking me, dog. And finally I did throw up, and I started seeing like blood coming out of like veins of blood coming out of the sand, taking all my throw up. They call it a purge, right? You throw up all the crap, and I'm throwing all this stuff away, dog. And I could see the ground, dog, like lighting up, you know, like it's alive, you know. It really is alive. It's like if you ever been on a mushroom trip and you see all the trippy shit on mushroom, ayahuasca is like 10 times better, or 10 times more. And so I started seeing a bunch of patterns, dog, a bunch of like shapes and a bunch of like lights and colors and all kinds of cool stuff. And at one point though, I had this big ass snake, like a black snake, dog, like come out of like my shoulder. And it was it was angry as fuck, dog. It was really angry, and it was right here in my face, you know. And I was just right there with my eyes closed, but I could see it. And it's fucking angry, dog, and it's about to bite me, and it does, and it goes to bite me, and I just kind of like well, fuck it. This is just it's just a vision, you know. Like don't trip, like it's just a vision, dog. Don't get scared, you know. And you know, like, you know, when you're in the pinta and shit, and you have a really tough vato that's like really trying to fuck your ass up, and you just right there like I'm about to get fucked up right now, you know. You ever had that? When a vato's really angry and he's like, man, I'm about to kill you.
Yeah, I seen motherfuckers like that,
Yeah, dog, and they're like rabid with fucking hate. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get fucked up right now, you know, like, damn, okay. And so the snake goes in, and I don't see its face, but then it pulls out, dog, and it was the same snake, but it was like a snake it's weird, dog, to say this, but the snake was crying. Like you could see a tear drop. Yeah, you could see like a tear coming out of the snake, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, like, all right, cool, you know, like I passed the test, okay, but you know, I don't know, I don't get it, you know. So I had gotten that vision, and that was a pretty strong vision, because what it meant to me, because all that happened, all the visions are personal, you know. So that vision right there was that basically I was that angry snake was me. I have all this anger, you know, like built fucking angry inside or whatever, and the other snake is me. Is the reason behind my anger is like I got a lot of hurt. You get me? A lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of my anger just stems from a lot of my pain that I hadn't dealt with. So it's that kid pain, you know, like that little inner child pain that you get. Like if you go to I went to a therapist, dog, to try to like work it out, because people would tell me, hey, go see a therapist, you know, it'll really help you. Or go write in your journal, go do this. And I can't do that, dog. I can't talk to a therapist, dog, because I can't trust them, dog. Or I can't open up.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's weird, dog. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because to me they look like a CEO or like a staff or something, you know, where I was like, I don't want to talk to them, you know. But
yeah, no, I agree with that. It's really hard to that trust. That's where that trust thing comes in.
Exactly. You know?
So
yeah, dog. So now, you know, that's a big pedo of mine. I have to deal with a lot of my shadow. They call it shadow work. So I have to do all this shadow work, and I have to work in all my traumas and everything. So I don't trust I didn't trust my dad, dog, from the beginning. Me and my dad had it out. We were cool, but I didn't trust my dad. And then I didn't trust the streets, because the streets is crazy. They're cold. And then you don't trust the guy. You don't trust, you don't trust you don't trust nobody, dog. Then you get busted, and then you don't trust shit. You really don't trust nobody. You can only trust yourself, kind of, to get yourself out of it. But fucking, you learn to deal with your consequences, right? But you keep all those skills, dog, that you learned in there, and yeah, homie, I'm not gonna trust nobody, And that's the hard part, dog. That's a really hard part. So I've been, ayahuasca faced me with a lot of my negativity, or a lot of the bad stuff that I was dealing with. But then on another ayahuasca trip that I took, big dog, I went, dog, and I literally got my I felt like I got killed, dog. Like my life, like my old life was boom, extinguished. Like, hey, you know what? That's done. Your ego and everything, it's done. Like it's dead now. I had to surrender it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally had to surrender my ego.
Hey, Carl, let me ask you something. What do you consider? Okay, like me, right? I consider myself that I'm not religious, whatever, right? But I consider that, even though right now I'm not active on it, but I consider I follow the right road. What do you how were you thought?
Yeah, you know what? Because okay, so when I was busted, dog, I read the Bible a lot, right? When I was in there.
Yeah.
And then so it was cool for me. It helped me out because I read it, and it put me on, And I had already been baptized Catholic, so I was like, fuck it, that's where I'm gonna go. But then I started seeing a bunch, I started seeing a bunch of other people that are religious and everything, and I didn't understand it back then, dog. And back then I was depressed and everything, dog, and I couldn't get out of it, dog. That's how I fucking hated it, right? But I remember seeing a lot of homies with good spirits, oh, they got good energy and all this shit, And so I started thinking okay, obviously, homie, religion is it's good to have, but then it confuses you because it controls you, And
I feel like, no, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they control you, they control the way you think, the way you pray, they control everything, And it's spirit should be free, And then I'm thinking, I go to church, and I'm thinking, okay, well, how come I'm not getting fixed? I'm still the same, what the fuck, I'm doing what they asked me to do, and fuck it. So it just didn't feel right, dog. It just didn't feel like I still believe in the faith, of Jesus and the Virgin and all that, you know what I mean? But I still do whatever the hell I want, that ain't gonna stop me from being
smoking weed.
Yeah, or not, dog, or being, or I want to figure it out myself, dog. Why do I have to, I can figure it out myself, dog. I put myself into the dark. I can get myself out of the dark, and I can put myself in the light,
Look, I remember, and you're I kind of, that's how they give you the Bible, right?
Yeah, they give you the Bible.
First get busted and all that shit. So I read it, right, and to be honest, I didn't like it. I disagree with it. It just, I see a lot of homies turn, and it's cool and everything, but it just didn't seem like it. At least me, I always told them I don't want to be a hypocrite. You get me?
No, I hear you.
I can't, because I like to curse. I like to do stupid shit, whatever. So when the tia, because we call him tia, I know you know what a tia is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when Tia Josie, right? What's it called? She put me out of my lineup, and she goes, she invited me to the sweat lodge, and I was fucking laughing, I was cracking up, and then she just told me, just be careful, and she told me, you got this type of medicine, and you really need to be whatever.
Respectful.
But she's stuck in my head, though, because I didn't like her. I didn't like her, dude. And then, but then I went. I see one of the homies that was going to the lodge, and then I went. Hey, I became really close with her, she passed away already, but she got me into that, she brought me in, but what I'm saying is that I got out, and I still continue to sweat out here, to go to ceremonies and everything, right? and I will see. I tripped out because I would go to the mountains in Malibu, and I will see like Catholic priests come and pray right here.
Yeah.
You know, when you're inside the teepee and shit, and the rocks come in, and
Yeah.
you know, when doing that silence, I will see Christians, I will see different type of religions coming in, and then it's like, dude, how are you over here, like praying, and you know, like, and
Hey,
then you're telling other people that the other religion or whatever, you know, you call it,
yeah.
that they're going to hell. You
That's
know,
what I'm
like,
so yeah. Watch out. So I got a perfect answer for that shit because there's so many people, dog, and there's so many people with negative ass like that's negative, dog. Like all those judgments of talking shit about other cultures, you know, or other ways, you know. But then
yeah,
little do they know that because even ayahuasca, a lot of religious people take it, dog. Because you could keep your religion, you could keep everything. That's
mhm.
but you can keep whatever you want. You don't have to really change your life. You just all that does is help you get deep in, dog, and really deep. You know, like it's plant medicine, and the plant medicine really like that. And that's what's cool about it is that's kind of like our ancestors, like our lineage, like our people. You know, that fuck with that medicine. You
I
know.
got a question. Too. I got a question. Is that peace pipe shit just in movies, or is it really something you smoke that gives you vision?
Yeah, they pass it around, but it's different, dog. Sometimes it has tobacco or something, but it's like a so
Yeah,
it's ceremony, right? So like you do it, you say a little prayer, and then you just so when you inhale, when you take it in, you're basically sending your prayers out.
yeah.
But does that shit give you illusions or no?
Nah,
It
not
depends what you're smoking, what you put on it. Dude. It's because if you're in a regular lodge, you're just smoking. You know, tobacco is sacred.
yeah, tobacco's sacred.
Because of the leaf,
The plants are
right?
sacred.
So you're just smoking it. Yeah. So okay. The way I knew the pipe, it's called chanupa, right?
I think
Uh,
yeah. I'm not too
so
familiar, but
no, but for the see, because the then I got, you know, the guy that brought it, Uncle Wolf, he used to call it chanupa, right? So yeah, so what we used to do, it was just tobacco, but it was for prayers, you know.
hmm
It was just for prayers. It was, but they used to do different things on their own, which was for visions. But then again, for visions, pues, you need to prepare yourself. You
yeah,
know,
you
you
gotta
need to
prepare.
fast all kinds of stuff. It's not something you're just gonna do like that. You know, it takes months. It will be like 6 months, and they will still be getting ready for it. You know, and and what's it called? But I felt this. My mind got this. It liked it. My body liked it. My mind, and I felt like I have found what I was looking for. You know, like so because it let me make mistakes, and it wasn't like judgy.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
it wasn't like they said the creator. You know, and then the energy,
uh
and
huh,
then it's the energy you put out that how you're gonna feel. That's the energy you get back. So if you're fucked up, you're getting fucked up energy. If you
yeah,
if if
dog.
you if you start you embark on that change and everything, then your energy starts to change. You know.
Yup.
And I really like that. You know, because I started here like, oh, this and that, and then you're gonna burn in hell for it. It's like, how do you know, man? Like how would you know? You know, like I would find fallacies on it. Like you say, it's right, the part of the Bible where he goes and find Hades. Like, dude, you said all religions are not real, but how you gonna fight Hades when Hades was a mythology, a Greek mythology,
Yeah,
the god of the underworld, wasn't even a place.
yeah. It
You know,
doesn't even
you even
exist.
got that wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, you even got that wrong. So it's like, you know,
like
another thing is like, look, another thing is like, you're telling me, okay, so, okay, we see indigenous people, the Spaniards came and tried to conquer, and we fought and all that, right? That's clear, right?
yeah,
But other Spaniards came saying that they're helping us, and then you have to accept their religion,
yeah, yeah,
and the religion's telling you you gotta be sheep. I don't want to be no fucking sheep.
yeah,
You get me? How am I gonna take the religion from the same people that came, rape, destroy, and fucking like restructure the culture?
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
like yeah.
and then
So
I'm gonna get on my knees for like for
yeah,
your God is like I'm sorry, I can't do that, dude. You know, like
yeah. Nah, yeah. Like the history and everything. Like, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like all the propaganda that they did to talk against our people. You know, our ancestors. Just to make us submit so we could be Catholic or whatever, you know. Like that's just
eh,
propaganda, dog. Now
eh,
now it's like a lot of the truth is coming out, and a lot of it is just like, nah, all that fucking negativity is like you gotta get it out the door because it's not true, dog. we can't believe these
Yeah,
religious people, dog, because they're just like us, dog. And they do a lot of sick shit on the on the low. So we can't put them
yeah,
above us, you know. We can't put them like in a pedestal, dog. We have to just like, hey, you know, we're control of our own. You're control of your own freaking, like, you know, your own spirituality. It's you who chooses to be in that church, you know, if you want to, and if you don't want
yeah,
to, you don't want to, bro. Like, you know,
yeah. That freedom, that free
the
spirit stuff.
freedom.
You know, you can choose you gotta choose your own life. You know, like period. We only have this life. You gotta fucking live it. You gotta create. You gotta fucking, you know, like leave something behind you.
You gotta be free, dog. Yeah, but I mean, you know,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the only thing that religion I like is because it does teach you to, like, the beginning, like, okay, this is the introduction, you know. I think it's an introduction to God and how to act and how to behave. But obviously,
Uh,
you can't follow other men. You have to follow, you know, God or spirit, however, you know. Because once you start
uh,
allowing other people to tell you what to do, it's like, hey, you know what? Cut that out, you know. Unless you really need that in your life. And,
yeah.
that, yeah, dog, because I had a lot of confusion too. I was having a lot of confusion, dog, and I finally, dog, to be honest, now I believe in everything that God, you know, God, everything, all creation and everything, but I don't get into the arguments no more, dog. Like
Uh,
you know, like, it is what it is, you know. I'm
yeah.
just gonna work on myself and on my people and do something good now, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I get that. Dude. Like, look, I have I have my vision, right? I have one. Like, hold on, espérame. Hold on. Yeah, 8, 9, or 10. Thank you. Hey, even if you say lot 6.
Hey, Crow.
so
Yeah.
working man, homie. Yeah.
Hey, wait. So, what were you saying about that shit that when you went to go do the tattooing over there in Area 51 or over
Oh,
there
that's another
in
story. Yeah, that
All
was
right.
over in Area 51 when they did the raid, and
no shit?
yeah, dog. So I was out there fucking Naruto running, homie, in the desert, dog, right
Hey,
outside the gates.
what did they tell you about all the shit that went down? Like, what stories did you hear about? Like
Hey,
people seeing shit?
yeah, everybody. Hey, dog. If you want to hear some weird fucking stories, that's the place, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Crow.
That's the place, dog. Yeah,
Hey, Crow.
yeah.
All right. So check it out. Let me tell you a story, right? So remember how I told you I was firekeeping, right?
Oh yeah. Firekeeping
So
is sick.
so yeah. So I started getting into it a lot, right? So I started firekeeping finally, right? And then you know you gotta fast
Yeah,
when
you
you
gotta
firekeep
fast big
because
time, dog.
yeah, big time, yeah, exactly. So
Uh,
I was firekeeping and everything, and then here I was what's it called? I was there with some brothers. One was a Navajo brother. The other one was from the plains, and they would teach me songs, right?
yeah.
So you know, like, so I will constantly just keep the songs, you know, when you're fucking fasting, right? So I will have my thing. I was sitting down, and next thing I know, I was like, I didn't take nothing because I was so busted, right? Everything just turned dark. Like
Oh
it turned
yeah.
dark, and then I seen this person like standing on a rock, right?
Fuck.
And then it was like a little mountain, but I was in space in the middle, and like in the middle of a lot of stars, and they were like shooting stars, just coming, right? And then she turned around, and it was the lady that raised me in my country, and
Fuck.
but I felt warm. You get me,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, but that was so vivid, dog. That was a really trippy ass.
You
What's
just
it called?
reminded
Like
me, dog. Yeah. Hey, in my ayahuasca trip that I took the second time, I think I had
uh,
my grandmother, my dad's mom, and I had it.
uh,
She had passed away when I was like 5, dog. You know?
uh,
Yeah.
Hey,
and
fool,
the trip.
I had a vision without none of that though. Like, um, I had I don't know if it was dreams or what. I don't know if it was a dream or what, but I had a vision, something like that. Like I was sleeping in the living room, and there's kind of like a little small tornado inside my living room. There was like a little small tornado in my living room, and I was asleep in the sala, right? And then I started seeing faces pop out, and it was like my homeboy that passed away and other stuff like that. And that shit, like, it almost felt like homeboy was trying to scare me, like my homeboy was being a dick, like trying to scare me and shit. But that shit was a fucking trip. I was like, why would he pop up in my shit, and why would he try to do shit like that? You know, that should be weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, they used to tell us, hey, the fire takes care of you, right? Like if you're genuinely,
Uh huh.
the fire takes care of you, right? Like if you're there just to fuck around, or if you're genuinely, right? What, you been inside the lodge, bro?
Huh?
You been inside the lodge?
Yeah, I didn't go inside the lodge because I was inside the teepee that whole night.
Uh-huh.
But and then I hadn't slept, so I fucking, they told me not to go into the sweat lodge because I was already too drained. They were like, hey, if you go in there, you're gonna get fucking really drained. So don't even.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah.
So they would tell you, you know, like, because you know how some brothers, they take that like really offensive if you come and then you're really not into it and you get inside the lodge.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they get really offensive.
They get offended, bro.
But,
yeah, because you're sharing space.
But
you're sharing like energy.
yeah, and you know, but the elders, they tell you, don't worry about it. Like just do you, you know, like the fire will take care of them. And you will see like fools that are just there to fuck around. Like after the first round or second round, they will just take off running and be like, can't take these, I can't take these. Like, you know, like they're suffocating in there, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because that thing was crazy. It was really. It was something else, and then they would bring the.
It does. You know what it does, big dog. You know how you said about the breath work, the vision work, and all that. All those ceremonies prepare you for stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
like, so that you're able to endure, dog, and control your anxiety. Basically, you're controlling your emotions at that point, dog. Like, because you're going.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to breathe, and you have to be positive. Hey, and right there, they tell you to be positive the whole time. You have to be positive, big dog.